he's, you know, he's transformed this into a different kind of leadership. Now that's captured on the video. So I would say, that this thing called a reaction or the beginning of a language game can happen in a learning log. Doesn't have to be, you know, with Merleau-Ponty, he talks about a gestural meaning. Well, it's hard to have a gestural meaning on a learning log, but you can, if that person knows you. Because I asked several of them, when you read the learning logs from me, are you thinking of me? Or, yes, I can see you, and I can hear your tone of voice, and I can see this is a sarcastic remark, and so on. So it's still quite a real relationship that they. So when they hear something from me, and it strikes some sort of chord, for me it says this thing can happen in an online virtual situation. It definitely happens in face-to-face, but I think it also happens online. Okay, development episode. That certainly happens in real life, but does it happen through this circuitous route? Well, I've got some evidence with John that it does. Yeah. So, I mean, that's the sort of evidence I could offer.
Yeah, no, that's very, very clear. And also, as you were speaking, and you were talking about Merleau-Ponty's work, and the gestural, in a sense of that embodied expression of meaning, it just feels you've got something very significant here in terms of your methodology. That it isn't only words on pages of text.
No. I think this is the real for me. This is the real challenge in this chapter, is to first of all say, yes, there's the sort of Enlightenment academic way of looking at the world. You know, and we're individuals and we speak, and the words have meaning in the dictionary and all the rest of it. And there's this other world which is much more about conversational, socially constructed kind of meaning. And in the socially constructed kind of meaning, things can happen like a new language game. A language game can be operating, in which words have certain meanings through their use. And that if we follow people like Garfinkel and Vygotsky and those people, it's an unfolding. It's constantly unfolding. You're anticipating, you know, and so there's never a kind of end to it. But at the end of a conversation, we can probably say, well, we know how to go on that, don't we? Or we know there's an issue there we have to resolve. My challenge is to say that whole thing can happen online. And my claim is that I've been able to do that. Yeah. But, you know, it's quite a stretch to say, here's a view of reality, and there's lots of theoretical support for it, and I can vouch for a lot of it too. But now I'm putting it into the online thing, and I've got glimpses of this happening, and I have interviews with students which support that, and I've got to make that connection. That's what I see as the real challenge for me.
Yeah.